Hello, it's AlinaGG, and thank you so much for joining me for this masterclass, How to Feel Worthy of Love. I just want you to celebrate actually showing up because that is the first step to changing that feeling inside you, that niggling feeling that even when you are in a relationship or you have the love of your life, you feel like there's just something in there, that this little voice in your head that says you're not enough, or you're going to be abandoned, or you're going to be rejected, or you're not safe in some way. And guess what? I know exactly how that feels. I have been there. And wow, when we step into our highest self and our greatest, most expansive, joyful, loving self, that little niggly voice and that feeling gets triggered because that's how we are hardwired. That is the role of the ego, to keep us safe, to keep us small, to keep us contained, to keep us separate in our box. But when we start to expand even more and we start to work through these fears, guess what's on the other side? Feeling more lovable, really connecting with life, getting over the feeling of being seen. Like, don't you want to feel really seen and really chosen and really loved and really held? I know I do. Every day I crave that, and it's available to us. So come on this journey with me. You know, when I started my podcast 3 years ago, I was heavier than I am now. Yeah, I felt kind of clunky. I didn't feel fully like me, but I said, I'm just going to do it anyway. And I was stuck in a loveless marriage. Yeah. And I started the process, right? And then my separation happened. And that really was huge. Okay. So I don't know if you've ever been through a divorce or separation, but your whole world gets turned upside down, even if it's amicable, even if you're choosing it, right? So that is a huge growth journey. That is the benefit and the blessing of going through that transition, is to really get clearer on what you really want. Like, how loved do you want to feel? Like the next time round, how are you going to go into it? What do you really want? You know, how much intimacy, how much physical touch, how many of all the five love languages? You know, let's talk about that. You know, what really lights you up? Because if you know what makes you feel lovable, that's great, because then you can start to express that and ask for that. And also, yes, of course, give it to yourself. Yes, love yourself and all of that. But we are here to connect with ourselves and others. We're not alone. You're not alone. You're not separate. Okay. There is this beautiful energy, this Shakti energy that is here to create, to co-create with the divine, with each other. So that feminine energy will unite with the masculine intention, a clear intention. Why do you want to feel more lovable anyway? Right? It's probably because it feels like crap when you don't. When you feel not worthy of love, when you feel like you're going to be rejected or abandoned or you're not safe, and that stress response, that flight or fright gets activated, you get triggered. Yes, it feels horrible, but it is a good sign that you are expanding. So, how are we going to navigate this? How are we going to actually not push through? How are we going to feel our way through and know and trust that when we connect with the feeling, the energy, what's showing up, and we use it as a blessing, we see this challenge and this uncomfortable feeling as a sign that we're being activated, to raise our vibration. And when we raise our vibration and we step into an even greater up-leveling, upgraded version of ourselves, we're getting closer to our highest self. Then there's even more joy, blessings, expansion, and love on the other side of that. So what do we do first? The first step, number one, showing up. You are here. You are here. You are being activated in this transmission. Okay? This transmission is unconditional love. This is connecting you to your highest self, your wisdom, ascended masters that surround you now. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Which dimension are we living in? It's time to go beyond fear and doubt and survival and those 3 dimensions. It's time to allow ourselves to be supported for love, magic, and miracles to enter our lives, to create the internal space. So to declutter those fears, declutter them now. Start to declutter them. Start to declutter them. Yeah, like this. Breathe. Hold the breath at the top for 2. Exhale for 4. Hold for 2. Inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 4. Put your hand on your heart and your hand on your solar plexus, your power center, your hara or your womb. And connect to that inner wisdom, that inner knowing. It knows you are already worthy of love. You are already lovable. And if you would like to deepen this feeling more, I would love you to connect with me. And all you need to do is subscribe and like and comment below. And stay tuned for my next masterclass, Activate Your Inner Knowing. Thank you.